Hello to my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it, Aries. Let's go. Hopefully, you all are having a great day on today. I know you are, because you're setting intentions. The moon is moving from Gemini into Cancer, so that will affect your the messages that you're receiving on what to create. Like, so this could be a very creative time for a lot of people. Right. So you're grateful for everything. So I am. That's the great I am. That's source inside of you. Right. Source inside of you. The creator inside of you. The creator inside of you is trying to help you to learn how to be grateful for everything. Be grateful for everything. The great I am is source. Be grateful for everything. Right. They are a druid, a kind of malevolent nocturnal spirit that's associated with nightmares. We could be talking about another Aries here because you are the I am sign. We could be talking about a dark Aries that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with a very dark Aries, right? So when you say team Aries, make sure you're saying team high vibrating Aries instead of team low vibrating Aries. You could be dealing with somebody who is very impulsive, someone who is nothing like you, okay, Aries. So this is gonna put a different spin on how you see Aries overall. You're not gonna be lumping all Aries into the same category. So you're gonna start listening to readings a whole lot different than you listened to the readings before. And this, we started out with a new moon in Gemini. And Gemini speaks to polarities. And so when I teach in polarity. I teach light and dark side of zodiac signs. So when I say high vibrating, I'm speaking to high vibrational. So as much as people like to think, oh yeah, I'm high vibrational, I radiate love and light all the time. Unless you know how to pour into yourself, get your proper rest. Um, in some regions of the world, people will see it as lazy if you have a healthy work-life balance. And that's sort of subjective because in some parts of the world, if you're not in a rat race, always doing this, like to a point of exhaustion, you're considered as lazy, right? So someone is a nightmare. So they're kind of a malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. And you're seeing a dark side of an Aries, so it's time to ground yourselves. They may be wanting to be seen as like a person like you are, Aries, but they are not. They are a nightmare. So pray and meditate. You could be a prayer warrior. More money is coming to you soon, but you could be seeing the dark side of an Aries right in your face and be like, oh my God, it can't be, right? So that you could have the same birthday as another Aries. Y'all could be literally born in the same city and state or province, wherever you are in the world. But obviously, you all don't have the same birth chart. You can be twins and have a different birth chart. I did a whole birth chart series on my second channel, and your birth chart could be different, right? Obviously, the influences are different, right? And that's where people get tripped up. So my readings speak to all areas of where Aries is in your birth chart. Aries rules first house, and so you may be seeing a polarity, the dark side of an Aries. So when you say you're grateful for everything, you want to be grateful for seeing the dark side of an Aries. So you won't be returning someone's call. It's time to start dating again. You have the gift of deja vu. That's like you're remembering the future, right? You have a whole new attitude, right? Message from your ancestors. Everything in moderation. Root chakra cleanse. There could be an earth sign involved in something. Earth would be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but you'd be seeing the dark side of Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, right? Where something was just transactional, okay? So you have the gift of premonition. This is forewarning. So the gift of premonition would be Source's way of showing you What's to come. So you heard people say, God will meet you where you are. Um, um, or your Savior will meet you where you are, right? That would be like if you watch, like sometimes our elders would say they watch the stories, right? Like soap operas. So if you're watching soap operas, for instance, during the day, you may see a storyline that you're like, oh my goodness, why do I keep seeing that same kind of storyline? Because it's really source giving you a premonition of what's to come. Something could be coming your way. Or if you're watching readings, it's not like readers get on a conference call and say, hey, this is the subject matter we're going to talk about, right? We could be on the same frequency, so it seems like it could be. I say could be. The source is trying to tell you more money is coming your way, but remember, you are money, knowing your worth and your value. So you have to meet that at a particular frequency. At a high frequency, you'll get a chance to see something coming your way. It's like standing at standing on an elevation so you can see what's coming up the road. So if you're here at a high frequency, you can see what's coming your way, right? So you don't need to be at a low frequency because it's a lot of distractions down there. You need to be at a high frequency, right? So through prayer, that's why source is saying pray and meditate, right? Pray and meditate. So wake up. I'm grateful for everything, but keep your frequency high. Vibrate on a high frequency because source is going to show you the low side of what an Aries looks like, right? An Aries who will literally do anything for money. That's what source is trying to show you. An Aries who literally will do anything for money, create nightmares for money, but you won't be returning their call. And so you've been warned. You're being warned in this reading. So healed people move differently. And their envy their demon is a Leviathan spirit. They envy people with money. And so you're going to be grateful that you have the gift of premonition because you're going to see the dark side of an Aries. So always bet on you. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. And so you know that the creator resides in everything, right? No matter what your religious upbringing is, that's not the issue. You believe what you want to believe. The source is saying before you start saying team Aries ever again, you're going to start seeing there are some energies out here. We're in the body of free will who have chosen that when they envy somebody with money, they'll do anything for it, literally anything, and use any. When we see root chakra, they'll physically use anything, use anybody for it. Their family members, their friends, whomever. They will prey on it, prey on people, places, and things. They don't care. So get to a higher elevation so you can see something in the spirit realm, meaning pray and meditate. This is where you do not need to be rushing around. Pray and meditate, meaning slow down. Somebody is associated with nightmares, and this is somebody in your family. And this is just how they're wired. They're a bully. And something they're doing with the church or with religious organization, right? Yeah. But let me just say this. They do not represent the church. I got to say that because there's a lot, and I don't represent the church. Let me just say this. I don't represent the church. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a rabbi. I'm not a minister, not the church, right? I'm not a mosque or temple. What I'm saying is that there are a lot of organizations that's doing a lot of good for a lot of people, right? Um, and I don't care what people say about tarot. I really don't. I'm telling you that there's a lot of people out here that's choosing to shine light on goodness out here, right? But there are some people who hide up under that light. They like to associate with people who are doing light for people out here and like talk that talk. So you really have to pray and meditate, right? You have to pray and meditate. You have to pray and meditate because this energy right here, some energies, they are talking, these three energies, either recorded something or filmed something or set somebody up. They did something. They preyed on some people behind their back. They preyed on an Aquarius behind their back. They preyed on somebody's future behind their back. Like they preyed on somebody behind their back, somebody's future behind their back. And it's three energies that's associated with an organization. That doesn't represent the entire organization. But because they're associated with it, people are saying they're guilty. The organization, the whole organization is guilty of something, right? But it's two, these energies right here. One person is meek, the other one, somebody is saying these energies is two of them, right? Well, actually, it's three, right? And so people are kind of split because they're like, okay, we don't really know what to believe. We're confused. People are, we don't, have people believe, have people don't know what to believe, right? And people are grateful that something is behind people, but still. But again, we're talking about duality because people don't know. It's like, okay, well, something could be true. We're not sure what's true and what's not true, and this kind of thing. Well, it could not be true. But nah, mm-mm. Somebody was bullied. No, mm-mm. For thriving. Somebody was bullied for thriving, trying to move on. Like, come on now. And their money took a significant hit. Like, the source is trying to tell you something has been really, really overwhelming. And I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart, wherever it is in your birth chart, wherever it is in your birth chart. So two people have been. There's a Pisces involved in something. There's a Pisces that's involved in something. A very low vibrational Pisces that's involved in something that demonized the situation and caused some kind of confusion. Is somehow entangled in something. There's a Virgo involved in something. There's a lot of energies involved in something behind someone's back that caused a extreme dip in two people's finances and self-worth in this. So source saying somebody need to get on top of something. So you're on top of something because the tower is falling. So you're having a tower moment, a total recall of some stuff, total recall of some things. A total recall of some things. That's what a tower is because there's an obsession here. There's really an obsession here of mm-hmm. Yeah, here's a so something can be put to rest. Yeah, something needs to be put to rest. Because money is a form of energy. Money is energy, but this is about you knowing your worth, your knowing your worth and knowing your value. And again, I'm not just talking to if your sun sign is Aries. This could be Aries anywhere in your birth chart. Aries just happens to rule first house. That's it. Aries rules first house. Your moon, right? Your Chiron can be Aries. I'm talking to wherever Aries is in your birth chart. I'm not just talking because readers read cards however they read cards. So if you're just looking at it, okay, if your Aries is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you're looking at it that way, then I'm not reading cards that way. I'm telling you how I'm reading the cards. Wherever Aries is in your birth chart is what I'm talking to. I'm talking to high vibrating Aries. Somebody is going to see the dark side of an Aries. That's what I'm telling you in my cards. Somebody is going to see the dark side of an Aries. And these are all the players involved in this. You're seeing a lot of dark energies that's causing you to have a tower moment where you're going to be like, I never thought I would see that in another Aries. So yeah, so that's why more money is coming across your path soon. So when you're looking at readings, pay attention to how readers read cards, right? Pay attention to how readers, because some readers are reading the traditional tarot way. Some people are channeling messages. Some people are just listen to how readers read cards. Cards are just a tool to get a message, lay the story out. But yeah, somebody has two earth signs that are karmics. They're tied together. And for them, it's just simply a transaction. That's it. There is no emotion involved at all. It's literally just, for them, hey, it's just money. That's it. They don't care. They're like, they'll bully somebody to, hey, transport this, do that. It's just money for them. That's it. They go back to sleep. They doing stuff behind people's backs at night. They doing stuff at night. So source say you need to get on, somebody need to get on top of something because they're bullies. Yeah, so something is going on behind closed doors that needs to end because their wishes are being these karmics, these two karmics, these are earth energies, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Whoever these energies are, they're low vibrational and they're bullying somebody, this bull right here, to carry something at night and so that their wishes can be fulfilled. And for them, it's just money. That's it. First house, which Aries rules, is all about really just first impression. Like somebody could like size you up, look at you and go, oh, this person would be good for that. Like somebody would not suspect whatever, right? And these energies are so obsessed with money. That's it. They'll create something. Like some people use their creativity in hermit mode to say, okay, they're going to create a book. Okay, that's okay. Oh, I got an idea for a book. Let me create a book. Something that's going to be like generationally, because this, that's going to be in the family for generations. Oh, guess what? My great, 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 great grandfather created such and such book, right? Some people behind people's backs, they say, okay, let me create um, a set of cards, a set of tarot cards, behind someone's back. Let me surprise somebody and say, oh, guess what? I created a set of tarot cards behind someone's back and created empire. It's like, oh, I made us a multi-millionaire just creating tarot cards, for instance. Some people create a nightmare behind people's backs. That's the whole point. If somebody is bullying somebody to do something at night, and they're a part of a dark wolf pack, that you need to be enlightened and there's a dark Aries involved in something. Dark Aries involved in something. So again, premonition. You have the gift of premonition, and source keeps bringing information to you however you learn best. Okay, remember Gemini, the moon is in Gemini moving into Cancer, so source keeps bringing something to you about however you learn best, and source is coming to wherever frequency you're on. So that means whatever medium you, however you receive messages, whether it's in this form watching my channel, but something is being done by behind your back. This speaks to 11th house. So 11th house is like affecting your social circle. It's affecting your future. Something is affecting your future and you thriving. And it's going to affect your rest in the future. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And it's something that you've already been through before. And so, but something is happening again. It's a happening again. And so you may have already had this talk. Let's say, for instance, you may have had this talk with, um, let's say you have 2 kids or 3 kids or 4, however you have kids, grandkids or whatever. You could have had this kid conversation with your kids before. And you could have thought, okay, we had this conversation. It's behind us now. Okay, I can finally get some rest and move on. Okay, bam. It's presenting itself again. Here we go again, right? It came back around. And now you're seeing it in the reading. Again, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Somebody like envies something that you created. And sources like, okay, because they envy something that you created, and somebody could have felt overwhelmed by something, here come their demons again. Oh, let's create something. This will be, this would be creative. So when you say you're grateful for everything, so it's saying be grateful even for, the time you had to sit down somewhere and just take a moment and say, oh, this channel popped up in my feed. Let me see what this is all about. Let me create some time to watch this. Hmm. Right. So, right. So listen when readers are telling you how they read cards. Some of us are channeling messages. Some of us take a minute to just chant like, okay, well, what's being downloaded? What's coming through? So you're going to see the dark side of an Aries. That's what you're seeing, the dark side of an Aries, and how when they envy people with money, they don't care about religion. They don't care if you're Jewish, if you're Christian, if you're Muslim. They don't care about that. They will connect. They'll tell you whatever. They'll learn how to speak a different language if that means it's gonna make them some money. For real. They'll tell you whatever. They for real, anything. And I'm not saying it's not with respect, regard. They're saying what they're doing something is they're going out, like sending people out at night to do stuff. This is what they're doing. Like, but it's overwhelming people what they're telling them to do at night. This is like somebody is drowning. And so source is saying you're on top of something you're on top of. So I'm telling you, your sun, moon, or rising doesn't have to be. So you and somebody, okay, so here's something else to this too. Somebody's sun and moon is in Taurus, right? So think about who in your family sun and moon is in Taurus. Somebody's sun and moon is in Capricorn. Somebody's sun and moon is also in Virgo. Somebody's sun and moon can also be in Leo. Of course, sun and moon can also be in Aries. So I'm not trying to confuse anybody. So I don't want somebody to say, well, is it reading for Aries? Yes, it's for Aries. It's for wherever Aries is in your birth chart. Wherever Aries could be in your sun, moon, rising. It could be in from your first house to your 12th house. That covers everything. It covers wherever Aries. It can be your Chiron. It could be your ascendant / rising. Wherever Aries is in your birth chart. But I'm also saying in addition to that, because Aries rules first house. And that's about first impression, how somebody looked at somebody and thought, oh, they would be good we can create something, an opportunity for this person. This person would be good, to do X, Y, and Z, right? This person could transport something at night. Queen of Cups here, right? So somebody could be very compassionately telling you something to start just paying attention and like pouring into you. A very compassionate person is trying to tell you to pour into you so that you don't miss anything, meaning find out what your moon sign is. So, and go to Google and type in how to nurture whatever your moon sign is. That way you're pouring into yourself in a healthy way. Source is trying to help you to live a softer life as a prayer warrior. Because judgment is coming down on some energies. It's coming down on some energies who are judging you, who have been judging you for some reason. Some energies are judging you for, like you created something for yourself. You created something for yourself. Like you are a prayer warrior and you also have a lot of psychic gifts, and you may have created something that is very solid for yourself, and you're on top of things, and people could think that you're lucky, right? So generationally you could have created something for yourself where people think that you're very lucky, and it's really not luck. It's the sacrifices that your ancestors made, and they made a lot of sacrifices, so it's really really not luck. But this is jealous energies, right? So if they feel like they can take one look at your bloodline and say, okay, just because you are a person who people feel like are lucky and they're jealous of you. Y'all gotta remember, my readings are to shine a light for everybody. So there's no darkness in my readings. And when I'm doing readings, I'm not talking about this. There's no hatred in any of my readings. I'm looking at, well, the intention is to look out for everybody. It's like to shine a light for everybody. the so whoever you are, it doesn't really matter. There's some energies out here that they think it's their job, whoever you are, and they're obsessed with chaining you, whoever you are. I don't know who you are. You watching this, I'm not watching your channel, you watching this. Whoever you are, there are some energies. These two cards right here, the Judgment card and the Tower card, was in this is an obsession with death. So whoever you are, there are some energies who want to chain themselves to whatever you've built for yourselves, right? And they do what they do. They're sneaky. They do stuff behind people's backs, like take people to court behind their backs to bring a tower down, right? So that's what Source is trying to tell you is somebody is saying that somebody is coming through. Who are they coming through? Because for some reason, I feel like somebody is looking in the wrong direction. This is the energy I'm picking up on. I feel like somebody is looking in the wrong direction because I'm kind of picking up on still because I'm looking at the Judgment card and the Tower card. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I feel like somebody still has. Here we have the Source is trying to use you to create something. Like Somebody is a painter. Because usually you all are very artistic. If it's not you, it's somebody in your family is very, very artistic. It's two people. It could be two people. It's 1 and 7 is 8. Could be very, very artistic. Where is it? Hmm. I feel like you're using this time to create something that's going to something. I feel like you're going to use this time to create something that is going to. I feel like legacy. For some reason, legacy is coming into play for you and somebody. But I feel like it's something with you have. Do you have an Aries? You have a dark Aries in your midst that is. I really don't know who I'm talking to. That is keeps creating towers for you. And something has to be pulled up at the root. It's just like their energy is just like I don't know if somebody just keeps pacifying somebody. Like you just that's why so much water here because you keep watering something. It's like you keep it's like you're watering and that's why that's why I got these two cards here. Oops, hold on. The judgment card and the tower card. It's like somebody keeps watering something that should have just been pulled up at the root a long time ago. And it's like it just keeps showing these cracks in the foundation. Y'all know that somebody keeps giving, like somebody keeps watering a dead plant, like expecting, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like people who yeah, plants, and you're like, okay, well, if I move it around a little bit, like put some new soil or something in it, maybe it'll grow, and it doesn't. Source is saying you're Source is telling somebody is like you keep chaining yourself to somebody, a family member's karma. You are chaining yourself. You're allowing yourself to be chained to your family member's karma. You are allowing it. When you're a cardinal sign, when you should be initiating the change, like you should be doing it. Somehow you're somebody who doesn't know what the word soulmate is. They keep creating something basically saying you all are soulmates. This is a loved one, but they keep doing stuff to you to lower the worth. They keep lowering your money and keep lowering your self-worth just being tied to them, causing people to keep moving. They just keep doing stuff behind people's back, behind loved ones back. And every single time people look at just like being guilty by association, this is it's like literally like somebody's sibling keeps doing something to your kids and your grandkids. And if you're old enough, it's to your great grandkids. And it's like somebody doesn't want to see something. This is where this Hierophant card comes in from. It's like almost like somebody is just like living by a set of rules when spirituality came first. For real. Like somebody is just like fixated on a set of rules, like somebody's programmed. Like somebody sees you as like they just have you so sized up, like this person is not going to do anything. Like they put their siblings over their own kids, over their own spouse. And yeah, so and they just like This whoever this energy is, they keep creating towers in your life. It's like they just keep ruining your relationships with your spouse, your kids, grandkids, everything, just to say that, you know, okay, it's no other way to say it. Somebody is dealing with a narcissistic sibling. I mean, that's what I'm seeing here. We're talking about the root, at this root chakra cleanse. Somebody dealing with a narcissistic sibling. It could be two of them. Time to do the energy work. So I can't say it no other way. For real, I can't say it. I can't say it any other way, because your mental health is just as important as your physical health, and it's like these two energies want you chained to them. So it's like you're the Aries is usually the sibling in your family group that's the first one to do something. You're the first one to either have kids, go to school, the first millionaire in your family, the first something. Y'all rule first house. And it's like these energies, even if you were doing, even, let's say if you're a religious person, I'm sure there's a scripture somewhere that talks about like cleaving to your spouse, leaving home. Yeah, y'all know the scripture. Like leaving your mom and dad and cleaving to your spouse or something. Y'all know how it goes. Go look it up. My point to you is somebody that went out the window somewhere when it came to your spouse or your kids or whatever, because these two energies want to keep you chained to them, but you keep sacrificing. It's literally like somebody keeps sacrificing yourself and your relationships with kids and whatever, because they keep coming back with this. It's just how many of us left conversation. It's just us, but they are the one that's associated. They're somehow the ones that's causing you the nightmares. But it's one in particular. It's the Aries. It's a dark Aries that's doing it. You need to raise your frequency so you can see it. Because if you don't raise your frequency, somebody else is going to bring a whole tower down on all of it. So you won't have a choice, and you'll be in that tower. And that's not a threat. It really isn't a threat. It's really Source saying, because Source keeps giving you warning after warning after warning after warning that, like, okay, somebody keeps pacifying a dark entity in that you're attached to, and it's not you. The Source is really trying to separate you from some dark entities, and these energies are like trying to hide up under your light. But the Source got to bring the whole tower down to show you, hey, it's not you. You're gonna be the one that's standing, but these two energies, or because it's two that's aligning themselves with you, trying to hide up under your light. Then, hey, Queen of Swords. So somebody's quite resourceful. I mean, Queen of Swords here. Yeah. So Source is like, you need to get to a higher frequency. Well, I'm get some fresh air. Go take a walk. Clear your mind. You can think. Clear your mind so you can think. Ten of Swords. Because somebody needs to remember how some energies talked about you behind your back to a point where they wanted you to meet some kind of complete and painful ending, rock bottom, failure, collapse, defeat. That's going to help you to create something. But somebody is very, very creative. Somebody's very creative. So you and somebody are going to link up and create something together, separate from some energies that's been causing you all kinds of pain. You and somebody else are going to link up to create, and it's going to be a very healthy connection, you and someone else. But other two energies, Source needs to separate you from two other energies that's been causing you all kinds of just chaos and drama and nightmares. Here's the so you're divinely protected. Here's the Seven of Wands. You're divinely protected, but Source, by any means necessary, Source will break this chain. You'll be able to defend your decision to move on from something without being defensive because you'll be really working, and that'll be the truth. You'll be too busy working. That'll be the truth. That'll be your truth. This money is going to come along with this. But there's an Aries, a dark Aries amongst you, very dark Aries, that's going to have a tower moment. There's your premonition. They are too envious when it comes to money. They literally hate people with money. It don't matter what their background is. They hate people with money, or at least they hate people that they feel like have more money than them. They can put a smile on their face if they want to. But as soon as they figure somebody got something more than they have, they go right into destruction mode. So, all right. That's what I have for you. Bye.